The cerebral cortex is the outer layer of the brain responsible for the most complex mental functions such as thinking and planning.
The brainstem is the oldest part in the central core of the brain, beginning where the spinal cord swells as it enters the skull. The brainstem is responsible for automatic survival functions.
The medulla controls heartbeat and breathing. It begins where the spinal cord enters the skull.
The reticular formation is responsible for the sleep-wake cycle. Damage to this can cause somebody to lapse into a coma.
The pons play a key role in sleeping and dreaming, and also respiration and breathing rate.
The cerebellum coordinates voluntary movement.
The thalamus receives almost all incoming sensory information, organizes it, and relays it to the cortex.
The basal ganglia works with the cerebellum and the cerebral cortex to control voluntary movements.
The hypothalamus plays a vital role in controlling many motivated behaviors like eating, drinking, and sexual activity.
The pituitary gland is the pea-sized gland just beneath the hypothalamus that controls growth and regulates other glands.
The hippocampus is involved in learning and the storage of long-term memories.
The amygdala influences aggression and fear.
The corpus callosum is the large band of neural fibers connecting the two brain hemispheres and carrying messages between them.
The frontal lobe is involved in personality, intelligence, and the voluntary control of muscles.
The parietal lobe processes sensory information that has to do with taste, temperature, and touch. Also involved in registering spatial location, attention, and motor control.
The motor cortex controls voluntary movements. It's located in the rear of the frontal lobe.
The somatosensory cortex detects and interprets information on touch, temperature, pain, and pressure, and allows us to perceive the size, shape, and texture of an object via touch.
The occipital lobe processes and responds to visual stimuli.
The temporal lobe is involved in hearing, language processing, and memory.
And the Broca's area is located in the frontal lobe near the motor cortex and is responsible for the areas of the face used for speaking.
The Wernicke's area is located in the temporal lobe. Damaging to this area may make it difficult for people to understand speech, and their speech is often meaningless.